Andrew, firstly, can you talk us through the process of appointing Danny Röhl as the new Rangers head coach?
Absolutely. Anytime you reflect on a coaching candidate search, I think you want to start at the end. Did you get a great candidate into the seat? And we are very confident we did. We're thrilled to have Danny as the new head coach for Rangers Football Club. When you look at the search from the outside, I'm sure it looked a little bumpy, but part of that is because during a search, we can only share so much with our supporters. We have to keep many things confidential because candidates expect that from us. But I can tell you that from inside the club, it was a very smooth process, and we are confident the entire time that we would end up with a fantastic person in the seat, and obviously we think we did.
Why was Danny the right man for this job?
I think three things stand out for me on why Danny's the right person for this role. The first is his ability to execute a game plan. A lot of coaches, all coaches talk tactics, and Danny can as well, but tactics only get you so far. You need to be able to actually take that idea and get it to be something tangible on the pitch, and Danny gave us confidence that he could deliver that quality on the pitch. The second thing is man management. I think Danny will bring the best version out of every one of our players. And the third thing that I think is incredibly important is that I believe that Danny understands the essence of this club. I know he hasn't been here before, but he understands that winning is the only option. Anything other than a win is a loss. He understands that it has to happen right away. And I think that he has the ability to create a bond with our supporters, which we believe is so important. He is confident, he is technical, and he has a little bit of edge to himself, and I think that'll serve him well in the role.
You have been open in saying that some things over the last few months haven't maybe gone as planned. How determined are you to put that right and ensure stability here moving forward?
When we came here, we said we wanted to do two things: sustain winning and winning sustainably. It has not gone as we envisioned. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but we are incredibly committed to getting back to what everybody wants, which is winning football matches. And so where we get things wrong, the key is to recognize that, own it, and improve. And as I said, we're incredibly committed to that.
Just following on from your open letter, is there anything further you would like to add regarding the appointment of Russell Martin?
It didn't work out with Russell. I think Russell's a good person. He worked tirelessly in the role. He desperately wanted to win, and I wish him nothing but the best, but at the end it didn't work out. We recognize that, and that's a big part of the reason that we have changed, and that's why Danny is now our head coach.
What have been some of the biggest lessons learned in these last few months?
I think that until you are in this club, you don't understand how enormous it is. We did research, we talked to people, but until you cross that threshold, the magnitude of it isn't real. And so that's the first thing. And then the second thing that I've realized is that we talk about our supporters all the time as sort of one thing, and they're not one thing. We have millions of supporters around the world, and I have, at the suggestion of one of the supporters who lives in Philadelphia, tried to get to know people on an individual basis. And it's been spectacular. That it's something I want to continue to do because it's not one thing. It's millions of different people, and it's been enjoyable getting to know some of these people.
In terms of this recent process in the last few weeks, how closely have you been working with Patrick and Kevin during that as well?
The four of us, the fourth being Parag, have worked incredibly closely. The number of text messages and phone calls would probably astound people that it's been a very intensive search. And so the four of us have worked almost hand in hand all day, every day over the last 2 weeks to get to the conclusion of the process that has led us to Danny.
Just lastly, it obviously has been a difficult period for the club in these last few months, but what would your message be to the supporters today?
The passion of the supporters is one of the things that attracted us to this club. We recognize that they have been frustrated. We know that results haven't been good enough. And the thing that I would say to them is that we will work tirelessly to get to where we all want to be, which is winning football matches.